Welcome back to Face the Facts, a fitness show. Today we're just going to be talking about what to do with our whole body and how we can work out our whole body in the gym or at home or anywhere. So I brought back to me with us today on the show, Bubba.
Hey.
Welcome back, Bubba.
Welcome.
Do you like us? You okay with us
I love
calling
it.
you
Yeah,
that name?
that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I've been Bubba since I was born.
Where that name come from?
Well, my sister, she couldn't say brother, so she said that's my Bubba.
Oh, that is so cute.
So it stuck with me.
Oh,
forever.
that is so cute. I love it.
I used to hate it, but I've done got so fond of it.
I think
used
it's
to
so
it.
cute.
Yeah, I like it.
And it reminds me of that Forrest Gump movie, Bubba Gump.
Yeah, I get that a lot. I do get that a lot, but I love it. I mean,
Okay, so since we're talking about you,
Right.
tell us your background in fitness and health and why you have a passion for all this anyway.
Well, I mean, it started in 2007. I mean, I've always lifted weights. I've always, been active, played football. Went to Providence High School, played for them. I was baseball, dived in. I always wanted to be active. But I didn't really get really serious about fitness until 2007. I ended up going to Mountain Island Fitness. And the first day I walked in the gym, they just said, "Hey, man, you got the biggest calves I've ever seen." And it kind of motivated me.
Yeah.
And it made me excited. And I got to going in there, doing the same old routine a lot of beginners do,
Right.
watching people. Oh, what's this guy do? Oh, well, I'll do a bicep curl. Oh, if this guy's going, I'm gonna go do this.
Oh, so you would mimic what other people
I
would
would,
do.
yeah, I would mimic what people, because I didn't know.
Right.
I knew basics of what I'd learned in PE and gym class or weight training class at school, and they just taught you the basics. Pushing, pressing, squats. And finally, Mark, who was on here earlier, he said, "Hey, you ever been interested in personal training?" And I was always interested. I said, "Well, this would be pretty cool." I said, "Yeah." So he said, "Well, I'd like to train you because you've got the genetics to be great, to be a bodybuilder."
Awesome.
He's always told me that. And so I was like, "Oh, me right off the bat." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. This guy thinks I can do." And as big as he was, I was like, "I want to get as big as him."
Yes.
So he just started training me, and we went through the progressions. I mean, started out, we put my goals, what I wanted to do, what I wanted to accomplish, and we set it. And as we reached them, he kept pushing me and pushing me and pushing me, and it's been great. I mean, even after the little hiatus I had where I had to go away for a while, and I came back, he's still pushing me to this day.
Awesome.
Every day in the gym. "Hey, Bubba, come on, let's go work out."
I love it.
Yeah, it was great.
And you mentioned competitions or
Yeah,
body fitness.
I've done
What?
I've done a few bodybuilding shows.
Get out of here.
Yeah, and my last one I actually went up against him, and I got fourth. I was happy with
Oh,
it because
fourth place is awesome.
it was good. My first
Yeah,
one,
Bubba.
my first one, I won my first one, and that goes back to the training, because I was so afraid that this guy that was going up against, he was a trainer in our gym. I was like, "Oh,
Yes.
this guy's gonna blow me out of the water. He's so big, and I'm just getting into it." And Mark just had this confidence. He said, "Don't worry about it." He said, "You're gonna win.
I love
You're
it.
gonna win."
I love it.
And I sure did. I went in, and when they called second place and they called Leo's name out, and then, I'm standing all big, and all of a sudden I just looked like a girl. I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
You couldn't believe you won.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't, because I
Amazing.
thought he blew me out of the water. And it goes back into, reminded me of the first time when they said, "Hey, you got the biggest calves I've ever seen." Because my legs were a whole lot better than his, and I was trained properly. And he just thought, "Hey, man, I'm big. I'm gonna get up and come out and do a bodybuilding show." And he found out the hard way.
Right.
Being lazy is not gonna win you a first place trophy. Being lazy is not gonna get you the body you desire.
Right.
And so, I mean, I busted my butt, and Mark, grueling nights. I mean, just pushing, pounding, and it paid off. It was great.
But you must admit it does take a certain type of person to be that dedicated.
Yes, it takes you have to be 100% committed to it. I mean, it's because it goes into diet. The diet is number one. A lot of people, you hear them like, "Oh, I don't want to diet."
Yes.
Oh, and oh, dieting's so terrible. But it's not. Once you get that mindset of dieting, you get it down. The first couple weeks are going to be hard, because you're dropping everything. You're like, "Oh man, I ain't gonna have my soda. I ain't gonna be able to have my pancakes, my syrup."
Yes.
And all the stuff that makes you unhealthy, you're gonna have to get rid of and go to what we call rabbit food.
Okay.
Going into
That
you don't want
doesn't sound very attractive to me, rabbit food. So I spoke with Mark in the previous episode about eating, and you're saying rabbit food. that can really scare people.
Yes.
So let's talk about baby steps. Did you
Okay.
take any baby steps in the beginning, or did you just jump right into it? I mean, we're not all trying to be big bodybuilders like you,
Yeah, but
but we all do need to
no,
eat
I
healthy.
didn't dive right into it because I'm gonna tell you, I was so against the diet for the beginning. You know, I thought like half the million people in the world think I'm just gonna take a pill and I'm just gonna all of a sudden look like Ronnie Coleman or Jay Cutler,
Right.
and it's not gonna happen.
Okay.
So you have to diet, and when I finally accepted, okay, this is how my lifestyle is going to change, I'm going to have to do it. It was rough. I mean, the baby steps. I mean, I was drinking 6 Dr. Peppers a day. I thought Dr. Pepper was healthy. You know, hey, it's a doctor. His name's Dr. Pepper. It's got to be
gotta be
healthy. No, 21 flavors of pure sugar. It was.
love it.
It was terrible. So I had to wean myself off of that. And if you've ever been addicted to anything, Dr. Pepper and Coca-Cola, they're addictive. I mean,
Soft drinks in general.
they're addictive. So
Yes.
I mean, how an alcoholic shakes whenever he's detoxing. That's how I would actually literally get the shake.
Wow.
Yeah, because my body craved that caffeine and that sugar.
Wow,
And
yes.
but after the first 3 weeks, once my mindset was set on this is what I'm going to do, I was fine.
Okay, so
And
it takes time.
It takes time.
can't do it
You can't
overnight.
do it overnight, and you're not going to find a pill. A pill's not going to go in and take everything. It's not going to happen.
Let's talk about pills real quick.
Yeah.
So those fat burning pills and those diet pills, do they really work? And are they unhealthy
Well,
in your opinion?
my opinion, yeah, they work. A lot.
Really?
Yeah, some of them work because I've taken them myself,
Okay.
and one I take, a fat burner I take that I really like and I enjoy. It's Jet Fuel Pyro, and it's actual natural. It's all natural, all herbal. There's no testosterone boost or anything in
So
it.
there are natural pills out
There are
there.
natural
several,
pills out there. Oh,
several.
millions.
Okay.
And it's to me they work. I mean, I've dropped. Actually, I started back at Mountain Island Fitness this April bodybuilding. I started back and I was 282 pounds, and I weighed in yesterday morning at 232. So
Wow.
in five and a half months, I've dropped almost 50 pounds.
And it's
Or actually, I've
because,
dropped 50 pounds.
wow, congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome.
Yeah,
Commendable.
Yeah, it's been rough.
Is
but
it because of the way you've been eating
it's all
and working out?
diet, working out, and some fat burners have been. You know, I've added fat burners into it. So yes, taking fat burners has helped me.
Okay.
It's boosting my metabolism, but diet's 100%.
Okay, so I used to be a track athlete in college,
Oh,
and and my coach wanted me to lose like 10 pounds very quickly over like a Christmas holiday break.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was very extraneous. So I thought I would maybe try to cheat the system. I was wrong, but I was going to take a diet pill. But the problem was I have a lot of energy automatically, and my heart rate just
Started
flew.
fluttering, yeah.
So what is it in these pills that
Well,
cause that?
you know, seeing how you're only like 22, so they already had the bad stuff out of most of the pills, ephedrine. So you know,
yeah.
they didn't have that back in your day. So,
Right.
but ephedrine, you know, it was actually doing that to a lot of people, making the heart rate spike and everything. But it's the dose of caffeine they have in it, and some of them. I mean, there are a lot of you got millions of opinions on fat burners. I mean, there's professional athletes that use them. There's everyday ordinary people like me that use them. And there's personal trainers that recommend them, and there's personal trainers that like, no, you stay away from that.
Okay.
And it's just basically, it's just like everything else in the world. It's a personal opinion.
Okay.
I mean, to me, my personal opinion, I like them.
Okay. So if we take the fat burning pills, can we take those and work out? Is that too much, or do you take them and not work out at all?
No, you can take them and work out. Yeah,
Okay.
they actually, on a lot of the labels on the back of it, they actually tell you the exercise, like to stay away. It gives you a warning label, tells you what not to do, what not to take. Like a lot of them will tell you, don't take caffeine, because just like a kid in a candy store, you give a kid too much candy, oh, he's going to be off the walls. Well, you get too much caffeine, you're going to be jacked up.
Very true.
You're going to go in the gym and bench 315, make me look small.
If I drink caffeine?
Oh, if you take too much caffeine, oh yes.
Oh, buddy, I might.
Oh, no. I can see the end of this already. I'm going to be embarrassed. I'm gonna be
No.
done.
I try to stay away from the caffeine
Yeah,
and the strong. And actually, now that I've stayed away from them, when I drink them now, it like burns my throat.
Yeah, well, I hadn't had one in, like, man, 6 months. So.
Oh, that's dedication.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's rough because, man, everybody around me wants to drink them, and I'm just like,
yes.
I mean, it was almost like my alcohol to me because I was addicted that bad.
Wow.
Yeah, it was terrible.
So if you sip one now, Do you think you'll relapse and go?
Probably not, because it's probably going to taste disgusting.
Yeah.
I mean, because I've done been rid of sugars. You know, the best thing to me of all time is my protein shake, because it's the closest thing I have to fats, closest thing I have to chocolate, and the closest thing I have to sugar. So it's just like it's a treat every time I get to take that. And then my fruits. I love my fruits.
Speaking of protein shake, they taste kind of, when you're used to a milkshake, and then you want to hop into a protein shake, it's not as tasty.
It tastes like imitation cheese.
So question, is it okay if we put milk into the protein sometimes to make it taste better? If
I was recommending someone beginning, starting out, I would recommend if they use milk to use skim milk.
Okay.
Skim milk, it adds a little bit of a milkshake taste to it, and it adds a little bit more flavor to it. But I try to stay away from the whole milk, and that's just my opinion, because there's a lot of people out there that swear by whole milk. But Arnold always said, milk's for babies when you go over to drink beer. But I don't want to drink beer either, so I'd much rather, if I'm going to drink anything besides that, I'd much rather have water.
So how odd is it, speaking of beer, that it just focuses on the belly? It doesn't gain weight anywhere else.
Well,
right?
it's like this. An old man told me this joke one time. It's when you drink a lot of beer, you think it's always focused around your spare tire. What it is you just become a much leveler person. And then I said, well, how come is that? He said, because your bubble's always in the middle.
Oh.
So beer's going to settle there, and I mean, you're going to have the spare tire there, and
Yes.
it's, there's a lot of people in the world that recommend drinking beer, low-calorie beer, low-carb beer, and working out, and I strongly advise against it, because, I mean, if you're trying to take the weight off, why take something that's going to put it on? And that's why I had to get dedication with the same thing with sodas. It's just as bad.
Right.
If not worse.
And what about sweets? Because that's my guilty pleasure. I love.
I loved sweets too.
Love.
I can't believe I'm gonna tell you all this. But at my job, they used to call me Debbie Cake Dale. Oh yes, Debbie Cake Dale. Because every time someone would see me, I was having Debbie cakes. I mean, little Debbie cakes, devil squares. I mean, I would eat them all.
Wow, you loved it.
Yeah, and it was bad.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
Because I gained great weight, but not the weight I wanted to gain.
Right. So speaking of weight gain, the biggest problem that people have with their bodies, from what I've been told on the internet and from comments that people have told me, was the midsection, right in this area. How in the world do you get rid of this area first?
Well, how do you get rid of your spare tire?
Yeah, your tire. I'm trying to drop that tire.
Yeah, you're trying to drop it out. Well, I mean, there's a lot of different ways you could do it, but the way I got rid of mine is
Oh, you had a tire.
Oh, I had a tire.
Okay.
Yes, it was like a double D tire. It was huge. But how I got rid of mine is I actually diet number one.
Okay.
Diet
number one. Diet number one.
Diet number one, because without diet you're just defeating the purpose.
Okay.
So diet, I done cardio, lots of cardio, but different core exercises. I did planking. I did a lot of laying on the ground sit-ups.
Okay.
I did a lot of, I like to call them hanging knee raises. I mean, there's probably a technical term for it. I mean, I'm not a physicist or anybody by far in the fitness industry. I don't know all the technical terms, but you just sit there on what they call a power tower, and you bring your knees from the bottom, bring them up, squeezing your core, and do a lot of that, and also bring your feet straight out, and you bring them straight up, just like it's called hanging knee raises, hanging leg raises.
Okay.
And check your machines. I mean, a lot of gyms right now are focused on getting your core. Everybody wants you to have a six-pack. So
yes.
They take it and they have these machines where, like, it's just dedicated for abs.
Okay.
So you go over, you hit your ab machines, and you might get one of my favorite exercises, and later on, hopefully we can show you, is
you can show us right now.
Well,
let's just stand up real quick.
Yeah.
Let's slide this to the side.
Well,
do you need the ball?
No, I just got to be laying down.
Okay, you're gonna be laying down.
Yeah, we don't have a ball, but I'll show you anyway. What I like to do, and it really focuses on the core.
Okay.
Well,
let's slide that back a little bit more.
Let's pretend I had a medicine ball right here.
Okay.
And I like to sit there and basically stretch like I'm going to go to sleep, and everybody's looking at me.
Watch your mic.
All right.
So we can hear you.
I like to take in act like I have a medicine ball here, and I'll actually take and squeeze my core to function my muscles.
Okay.
And I'll act like I'm trying to grab the ball to
Okay.
pull it off, but I won't touch it. And I'll come back down, come back up, come back down, come back up, come back down. And basically, you're going to engage your core muscles, your abs, your abdominals, your obliques, you know, which not. And you squeeze for about 3 seconds between each repetition.
Squeeze, keeping your neck up.
Keeping your neck up. Golden rule: chest out, shoulders back in every exercise you do.
Chest
So
out, shoulders
chest
back.
out, shoulders back. Come up, squeeze. You want to squeeze and try and
Hold
grab
it.
that. You're trying to tear that ball off without taking it off. And you hold it. That's going to engage everything.
Yeah, but what about your neck? Because that seems like that may be difficult for our neck. That may be painful.
Well, if you want to put your hands behind your neck and hold your neck or brace it, that's fine. If you want to get a pillow, I don't know how many pillows are in a gym, but if you want to get a pillow and do it.
Well, they have mats.
Well,
they
you
have
can
the
take
yoga mat,
you
for
can take a yoga
example.
mat.
You can use the
You
yoga
can use
mat.
that. I mean, your preference is going to be how you prefer to do it. I mean, and if you're always curious, grab a trainer, grab somebody that you know is there, and say, hey, can you show me the proper way to do this? And he'll show you right out, or somebody might be able to say, hey, you might be doing that a little wrong. Let me show you how it's done.
Okay.
And I mean, I recommend any advice, you know, that qualified people to give you. You know, just some average Joe coming in there and, you know, doing what I was doing, spotting you, and he comes up and says, well, you're doing that wrong. You know, you're going to second guess what's going on.
Right,
So
right.
just grab a trainer and say, hey, man, and that might be a time for a trainer to plug in, hey, why don't you let me show you how to do
Right,
it.
good opportunity for trainers.
Yeah, there you go.
So let's do some quick workout exercise real quick.
Okay.
We're going to have fun today, and we're going to work out up here real quick.
All right.
And let's do like, what do you say a full body workout would be? Shoulders.
You're going to do shoulders, you do back,
Okay.
like deadlifting, like as earlier in the previous show.
Okay.
And I like to do push-ups.
Okay.
And I love to do body squats. People
Okay.
look at me and they're like, why do you do body? I love it.
Okay.
Because it promotes just everything.
Okay, and we'll save the push-ups and all that another time. We'll do it
Okay,
another time.
that's fine.
Today, let's work with the dumbbells. Let's say
All right.
people are at home and
Okay.
they want to do something in front of during a quick commercial break of a favorite TV show that they're watching.
Okay.
So let's show them something real quick that they can do. Maybe
All
we'll
right.
grab a 20-pound one. Just
Yeah.
grab one because most of the time we only have one dumbbell in the house. I'm just gonna, little timber going on.
Yeah. Well,
okay, so what's the first thing we should do?
Well, first thing you're always going to do is chest out, shoulders back. No
Okay,
matter
well,
what.
before we do that, do we need to stretch? Like, would just recommend that for people? Would you
Yeah,
recommend them to
if you
stretch?
haven't done it in a while, yeah, stretch.
Okay.
Well, I like to do a lot of warm-up stuff.
Okay.
I mean, and I just do no weights in my hands, just free. I'll show you how.
Okay.
You know, just basically kind of rocking your shoulders back, kind of come up and down.
Okay.
You know, just kind of getting a stretch going on.
All right.
And
okay.
sometimes if you like, you want to loosen your legs up, you reach down and you
And
want to
touch your toes.
touch your toes.
Okay, and
feel
that'll
the whole,
stretch all
yeah.
the hamstring.
It's gonna get your hamstring, your
Awesome.
gluteus maximus. You know.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna help you out. But,
awesome.
we take our dumbbell and
Okay.
and say you're watching TV and you're like, oh, this is cool. I want to work out. You just
Right.
want to take your dumbbell, keep your elbows in tight,
So I need to have it touching my body.
touching your body,
Okay.
chest out, shoulders back,
Okay.
and basically all you're gonna do is you're just gonna curl it up. And this
Okay.
is just a bicep curl.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, just gonna curl it up. I mean, you got.
And in your opinion, how many of these should we do? Like reps and sets?
I would
and all?
say for a beginner, I would say anywhere from 6 to 8.
6 to 8.
Yeah, moderate weight. No, 6 to 8 reps, probably four sets.
Okay. And can you explain what reps and sets are? So
Well, reps is the repetitions, how many times you're going to do it.
Okay.
The sets are how many times you're going to do the set of repetitions.
Okay.
So however you want to explain that.
Okay.
But-
so we'll do 6 sets of 4.
Or-
Is how you explain it.
I would say we do 6 reps, 4 sets.
Got it.
Yeah, 6
Got it.
reps, 4 sets. So
Okay.
that way, 1, 2, 3,
Start sweating.
4, 5, 6. All right,
Okay.
you got your 6, then you'll do another set, another set, another
Okay.
set.
Got, do
So you
that
get
4
done with that
times.
one.
Okay.
So that's going to get your arms all big and bulky,
Yeah,
like
I'm
you guys
already
gonna
feeling
say.
the
That's
puff.
amazing. So you already got me beat. But
Okay.
then,
Aw.
like we showed earlier, like I like to do shoulder presses.
Okay.
A lot of people, they'll do different style shoulder presses. You can do it with a straight bar, a Smith machine.
Okay.
You can do it with just the bar,
Okay.
a broomstick. I mean,
Oh,
if you're at
cool.
home and you don't have weights, take a broomstick. I mean, anything
That's a good
keep you
idea.
moving is gonna work.
Good idea.
But you're always gonna do chest out, shoulders back.
Chest out, shoulders back. Okay.
Yeah, and you're gonna flip it up.
Okay.
You're gonna come about to your ear. Try and
Okay.
get it to your ear.
Okay.
You're gonna push up.
Okay.
You're gonna bring it back down.
Oh yeah.
Same thing. 6 reps, 4 sets.
I am feeling the burn in my shoulders
Oh, I am too.
and my back. Your back muscles as well, correct? Okay.
You should feel it down in your lats.
Yeah, I'm feeling this.
Yeah, me too. I'm already I'm already maxed out.
So do 6 of those.
6
okay.
of those, 4 sets, and that's a good warm up. But my favorite thing is, like I said, body squats.
Okay.
So we're
body squats.
gonna set the weight down. We're
Okay.
gonna get done with the weights for a minute.
Alrighty.
And basically, you're watching your TV show. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna chest out, shoulders back. And like we previously said, if you got weights in your hand, that's fine. If you don't, I like to bring my arms up, like kind of like I'm curling while I'm doing
Okay.
it. It's just a good fluent movement for me.
Yes,
so
I agree.
I like it.
Okay.
But you're gonna have your heels. You want your heels about shoulder width apart.
Okay.
You're gonna turn them out 10 and 2, like that,
Mm-hmm.
and then chest out, shoulders back. And when you drop down, what we say in the gym, we want your your butt, your knees.
tush.
Yeah. you want your butt to touch your ankles. So
Oh wow.
yeah, you want to go deep.
Oh
And,
wow.
and it's going to engage your quads, everything. Your
Okay, but
hamstrings.
time out. What if someone out there has rough knees?
Well,
so
then-
show us what you do when you have,
Okay.
your knees are good, and show us what you do when your knees are kind of shaky.
Okay. And well, here we go. We're going to
Okay,
do the
let's
good
do the
one
good
first.
ones. Okay.
Yeah. So we're sitting there, and I recommend the same recommendations, sets, whatnot.
Okay.
But you're going to chest out, shoulders back. You're going to come down,
Okay.
come back up, where you're
Alright.
engaging your quads and everything, and your hamstring,
Okay.
and your gluteus maximus, your calves.
Okay. Now, should I be arching my back while I'm doing this as well?
Chest out, shoulders back.
Chest out, shoulders
Yeah,
back.
you want to stand like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And where should my weight? Should my weight be more towards my knees, or should I bend back more?
You want to
that's
keep
the
it
easy
kind
way
of
to-
you Yeah, you don't want to slunch forward
You don't
because
wanna
then
slunch over.
you're having bad
Okay.
form.
Okay.
So once you're dropping down, if you're keeping your weight kind of centered,
Yes.
that's where you want to be.
And I already feel it just doing
Yeah,
that one little.
I've been doing them all week, so
My
I feel it like crazy.
Yeah.
So that's if you have good, that's a good one.
That's
if you have good knees.
Okay.
If you have bad knees, you want to kind of chest out, shoulders back, but you don't want to go as far down.
Okay.
You want to go until you're almost parallel, but not parallel.
Okay.
And what I mean by parallel is, like you're sitting in a chair. That's parallel.
Oh, okay.
You want to go to here where you're feeling it burn, where you're feeling it pull in,
I understand.
and then you come back up, and then just same thing. And a lot of beginners do this. You'll see guys on the squat rack. They'll get to here, and it's not that it's, in my opinion, it's not that it's wrong,
right.
but it promotes bad form.
Okay.
But if you got bad knees, you kind of
You kind of have no choice.
yeah,
but
you
to,
have to.
'cause
You
wanna get
you're
that
limited.
exercise
You're
in.
limited what it is, but
Right.
you want to be there and do it.
Right.
So, I mean, my personal opinion, if you got good knees, you should be butt to the floor every time.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I mean that's another one I like. I love that. And I mean, if we had barbells in here, I'd show you bent over
I'm
row.
sure you'd be going
Yeah.
to town right now.
I'd have a whole workout session going on right now.
And what about our calf muscles?
Well,
Because
that's
I mean, a lot of people have the issue with little calf muscles
Well,
and big upper body.
well. This is the thing. Calf muscles. I don't care. You can take steroids. You can do all this stuff. You're never going to get them bigger. They're genetic.
Are you serious?
Yes, it's genetics. If your dad had big calves, you're going to have big calves necessarily. Or your mom. I got mine from my mom.
Oh wow.
My dad has bird legs.
Okay.
So calf muscles, calf raises, good. But me, I've always had.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's
Can we
what-
get a close up of that?
That's what everybody
My
freaks out
goodness. I mean, that is a big calf muscle.
about. Yeah,
That's
everybody.
amazing.
That's the first
So
thing
it's
that got me
genetic.
noticed.
It's
It's genetic. My mom's legs look just. She's like 90 pounds with calves the size of mine.
Wow.
Yeah, my dad has bird
So
legs.
do you work out your calves at all, or is that
Yes,
just-
I work out my calves. Hey,
Okay.
the whole saying going around, what's Wednesday? It's hump day? No, it's leg day for me.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I do that too. I do legs
Leg
on
day.
Wednesdays.
I love it.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
when I'm doing it, anytime I'm doing leg press or squats, I try and throw calves in there.
Okay.
If I'm in between sets, I'll push calves, push calves, push calves.
Awesome.
I mean, and it's not going to make them bigger, but it's going to make them toner. And
Okay.
that's why, you get different cut here, like Mark said earlier, different cut there.
Mhm.
And, I've always known I've had big calves, but until he started training me, then I noticed the potential of how how great they are.
Okay.
I'm not trying to sound conceited.
No,
but
they really are.
I
We
got
just
people
saw a
that-
good shot of them.
I got people that say when I die, they want me to take them out and give them to them, will them to them. So.
I love that.
Yeah, it's-
Well, I'll take a piece of your
Yeah,
calf.
here, you can have it. And here's 5 inches. There you go.
What's a good calf exercise for us to do?
Well, you get the bar, you can do a body.
Okay.
I like to get on a
I'm
ledge.
gonna grab some weights while we do it.
Yeah, let's do some weights.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but you stand here, you can hold it here, you can put it up here, you can hold it behind your head, however you want it comfortable.
Hold it like this. Okay.
Hold it like this. And basically you're gonna put your feet together
Okay.
and you're gonna push up
Okay.
on your tiptoes. Come
Okay.
back down.
Come back down.
Push up. Come back down. Push
Should
up.
I stay up and
You
hold
can
it?
stand, hold it if you want. Yeah.
Okay, and that'll add a little bit more burn, but
Oh yeah, it will burn. Yeah. Oh yeah. Trust
but
me.
the burn is good. That's
as
how
big
you know
as my
you're really.
calves are, they're still burning.
Yeah.
But when I'm in the gym, I like to get a step from step class and
Okay.
actually put it on and get under a Smith machine.
Okay.
And I like to where I'm kind of like 3 inches off the ground, and when I come up and I come back down, I'm actually the heel of my foot's touching the floor and my toes still on it. It gets a better range of motion, gets a better feeling, makes my calves feel real great.
I understand. So after we do this whole full body workout, and you can do all this in front of the TV, correct?
Oh yeah.
The calf, especially the calves
Yeah.
and abs. How many crunches should we do?
I would well, if you're doing a correct crunch, you're normally not going to get more than 10.
Are you kidding me?
No,
I'm not doing them right.
about 10 you're going to lock up and it's
I
going
am
to be
not
hurting.
doing them right.
Yeah, well,
That'll be another show. You
Yeah,
got to show us
yeah,
how to
I'm
do it the
sure
correct
there's-
way. So would you say, if we're doing them wrong, maybe about 50 to 100 is good to start off with?
yeah, if you want to do it like that, yeah, crunches, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of people they'll do a half, but a real good squeeze and crunch, yeah, you're not going to get that many.
Okay.
It's going to burn.
You have been so awesome today.
Thank you.
So awesome. So we're going to go ahead and wrap the show up and thank everybody for watching Face the Facts Fitness. If you want to see more pictures, we're going to post some pictures of you and
That's
your
fine.
awesome body when you
Yeah.
were working out.
My littleness.
Check out go to facebook.com/FaceTheFactsFitness to check out some pictures, to find out more interesting facts, and maybe even to see some more shows that you might have missed in the past. So we'll check you next time on Face the Facts.
See ya.
Let's end it out with a burn.
Oh, I think you're going to get me. Oh,
No, you got me beat.
I'm done. She's blowing me out.